Hello, my name's Emma from Equinox Yoga. This is Harry having a little snooze behind me. Welcome to this video, and today we are going to be having a practice that helps us just tune into the change in season that's happening around us at the moment. We're moving away from summer and into autumn, and so it's quite nice to be able to just take a moment to reflect that a little bit with our practice and with our sort of daily energy and activities that we do. So some people find this time of year a little bit harder with shorter and darker sort of days and evenings, a bit less light around. But if we try to just reflect what's going on in nature as nature begins to change a bit and slow down and rest, then if we try and do a little bit more of the same and find things that make us feel rested and cozy and a bit more calm and at peace, then that can really help us sort of enjoy the season, the change in seasons, and embrace that. So the intention today is to slow down a bit in our practice and really tune into those changes. So a gentle but thorough practice with some times, some opportunities to pause. So starting in a seated position, if that feels okay for you, and just making any adjustments you need with your legs, with blocks, with blankets. It's a nice time of year to dig out your favourite blankets and get comfortable. And once you're comfortable, just try and sit fairly tall, whatever that looks like. Maybe roll the shoulders and just relax the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe close the eyes and just settle in, checking in with how you're feeling at this moment. Might be that you are feeling tired. Well done for carving out this time of your day to devote to yourself, to devote to your body and mind, to help your well-being. Just notice the breath as it comes in and out the nose. Just steady, normal breath. And make the next inhale a bit deeper, in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. Trying to relax and let go of any tension in the body. So trying to physically do this. Inhale to expand and lift, and exhale, really trying to shrug it off and just relax the hands, the shoulders, soften the muscles in the face. Maybe just turning your palms upwards and rest them on your knees is quite a nice way to start. It's a nice gesture of openness, of receptiveness, is that a word? Of being here. And it's quite comfortable. We're just going to begin to count our breath, and if we inhale on the next inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for 4. Inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. So nothing too long, but just balancing it out. Just continue breathing in just with this pattern. Gradually slowing the body down with each breath. In and out. And then take a final breath in this way and open the eyes. And just turn the hands down to the knees now as we inhale on the next inhale and roll the shoulders back and bring the chest forwards, maybe lifting the head up. Get a little stretch, and exhale, going to draw the shoulders forward and round the back. Bring the chin towards the chest. Inhale, reverse it. So it's this little seated cat-cow. Exhale, round, squeeze the air out. Get a stretch through the neck. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Expand across the collarbones. Exhale, slowing it down. 2 more breaths like this, getting an extra little squeeze each time. Trying to counter the sort of sitting positions we're in. And stretching the muscles that get tight across our chest. Lovely, coming back to center, going to sweep the arms up, inhale, reach up. Drop the shoulders, so we've got that nice length through the fingertips down to our sit bones. Bring hands together and draw them down to our hearts. Exhale. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers, push them away. Get this little rounding in the back again. Then inhale, draw them up, keeping the palms upwards so we get a stretch through the wrists if that feels okay, or you can turn them around the other way if you prefer. Inhale again, just drop the shoulders a bit so we're not hoiking them up and keeping all tense around the shoulders, relaxed. Lovely. And then we're going to just take a little twist to the right and drop the right hand behind us, the fingertips to the ground behind you, and the left hand to the right knee. Inhale to sit tall. Exhale to twist. Inhale to sit tall. Exhale to twist from the belly, the rib cage, finally the shoulders, maybe the neck if that feels good, but just don't push it too much. Breathing into these poses and letting them, giving the body time to adjust. And after the next breath, inhale, sweep the arms back up and come to center. Exhale to the other side. So the left fingertips come behind you. I like to be on my fingertips on the floor. It helps me get the extra lift. Opposite hand to the opposite knee. Inhale and exhale. Use the inhale to lift and lengthen, maybe tuck the chin. And exhale, soften. Get an extra little millimetre of twist if it feels good. Slowing down. Just taking this time to let the body adjust into position. And then inhale, come back to center, sweep the arms up one more time. Let's interlace the hands and push them away. And this time we're going to take a little side bend to the right, bringing the right hand down, reaching the left fingertips. Give it a little wrist warm up while we're there. Open up the fingers. You can open up and close the shoulder here just to get a different stretch. Inhale. And exhale, we're going to bring that left hand down and walk the hands to the front of the mat. Getting a little fold. If it doesn't feel comfortable under your legs, feet, you can always pad them underneath with a blanket. Coming to the front and taking a little fold here. Inhale and exhale. Again, just taking a moment to soften down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Come down a little bit further. Trying to bring that chest forwards, keeping the sit bones down. On the final exhale, just softening the head. And then slowly coming back up and walking over to the other side, the left side, and the left hand down, reaching the right arm up. Inhale to get this nice side stretch, and again, adding any movement you need with the breath. You can open, you can close. Lovely, and bring the arm back down. Roll the shoulders a little bit here. We're going to extend the legs out now because they've been tucked underneath, and give them a nice stretch. Point the toes, flex the feet, just a little bit of up and down just to release them a little bit. And just another little warm up of the wrists, just give them a little roll. All the way up and all the way down. Okay, lovely. We'll be coming into tabletop. Again, you can use a blanket underneath your knees if you want an extra little bit of cushioning here and support. And we're just going to slowly begin to warm up the wrists by starting a little figure of 8 with the hips. Or you can do circles if you prefer. The figure of 8 gives a little twist through the middle. So just gently to begin with, while our wrists aren't so warmed up. But remember to spread the fingertips, spread them out. And if you want a bit less over the wrists, just bringing the hips backwards. It's a bit more intense as you bring the weight over your wrists. Maybe staying at a gentle pace or making it a bit more dynamic as your wrists warm up. You can either have the toes untucked or tucked. It's up to you, preference. Really feeling through the different stretches that your body's getting. Slowing down. Just finding all these nice nourishing little twists and moves. Awesome. Okay, going to start to strengthen a little bit more here. So we're going to come to the top of our mat. I'm just going to move my blanket now. So our hands are nearer the top. Just when our hands are down, just going to get a little outward rotation as well. So our index fingers pointing at the front. So that when we bend the elbows here, then they hug in rather than being outwards. We're going to take a little bend to the elbows in a moment. So we're going to extend the left leg out and push the heel away and get a stretch through the leg. And then coming back over our shoulders or over our wrists. Going to inhale and lift that leg up wherever it wants to come to here. Trying to keep the hips square. Inhale and then exhale. Draw the knee towards our nose. And then inhale, lift it up again. When you're lifting up, option here is to take a little bend to the elbows, a little press up. And then exhale, round the back. Knee to nose. Inhale, so you can stay here or you can add an extra little dip. And exhale. Inhale, you choose how low you come. It might be a little bit lower. And exhale, round the back. Let's go one more, nice and steady. Inhale. And exhale, knee to nose. Bring the knee back down and we'll go on the other side. So extend the right foot back, push the heel away, get a stretch. Make sure your shoulders are over the wrists as we lift the right foot. Keep the hips square. Inhale and exhale, round the back, knee to nose. Inhale, lift the right foot. Exhale. Oh, little push up. Exhale, knee to nose. So you choose if you put that push up or not. Just seeing how your shoulders feel. It just begins to really wake up everything in the shoulders. Give a nice little strengthen to the arms, waking things up. One more, or you might choose not to. You can lift up and get a little back bend here. Exhale, knee to nose and bring the knee back down. Let's just kneel back, so bottom to the hips, and just roll the shoulders back and just roll things out for a moment just to give them a little shake out. Give our wrists a little stretch here. We're going to hold on to the fingers and just give them a stretch away from us. And the other hand. And again, just shake them out a little bit here. And then we're going to walk the hands forwards to the top of our mat, keeping the hips nice and high. Just going to melt the chest down into puppy pose. Get a nice stretch here. Bringing the forehead to the mat or to a block. You can either bend the elbows and come onto the forearms, or you can bring the chin down to the mat as well. So you choose how low you take this, getting a lovely stretch through the arms. And breathe here, trying to hold poses today for a little bit longer than we maybe normally do. Giving our body the time it needs to adjust. Just like this time of year. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe try and come back to the inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. And then lift the chest and slowly walk the hands back underneath our shoulders. Going to extend the left leg out again, and this time going to pivot on that foot and pivot on the right knee and plant the right hand down and lift the left one up, coming into a modified side plank. And again, take a few moments here. You can roll the shoulder back just to open up. Option to lift the left leg, pressing down through the right fingertips and the right foot. Inhale. So the leg can be where you want here. Trying to hold it for one more breath, maybe reaching the left arm to get a lovely stretch all the way from the left fingertips to the left toes. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to bring that hand back down and draw that right knee in. Coming back to tabletop, this time extend the right leg backwards. Going to drop the right foot, the right heel, pivot on our left knee, ground the left hand, inhale, reach up with the right hand. We get a little T shape to begin with. Stabilize through the joints, check your shoulders over your wrists. Maybe lift, option to lift the right leg up. Just trying to create as much length as we can. So reaching from the right toes, the right fingertips, you can either point the toes or push the heel away here, depending on what you want to go going on with the leg. Inhale. Obviously you can keep that right foot down for an extra stretch here. Exhale. And then we're going to lower that right hand down and back through tabletop for a moment. Then we're going to tuck our toes and lift into a downward dog. Paired with the legs here and get a lovely stretch through the legs, through the shoulders. And just take a moment again to let the body adjust into position, using the breath. Push the mat away from you with the heels of the hands. Trying to bring our weight a little bit more through our legs rather than over our wrists. Relax the head. One more big breath here. And walk the feet a little bit closer together. We're going to inhale, lift the right foot up. Exhale, draw that right knee in, bring it towards the nose, lift the hips, come up on the left toes and see if we can bring our weight over our hands and step that right foot through. But remember, wherever it comes to, you can help it through. Drop the back knee and take a moment to get into a low lunge, making sure your legs are on tram lines rather than on a tightrope here for stability. You can come up onto a block or holding onto anything to ease yourself up. I like to have a little rock here, just a little hamstring, a little stretch. Might want a cushion underneath your left knee. Coming a little bit higher onto your knee. Roll the shoulders and inhale, lifting the arms up. Interlace the fingers again, push the palms upwards. Maybe draw those elbows backwards. Maybe, if it feels okay, just to sink a little bit deeper into the hips. Couple of breaths. Okay, draw the hips backwards, release the hands, bring them to a prayer position. I'm going to take a little twist to the left and see if we can just hook, might be drawing that knee in a little bit, hooking the left elbow on the outer edge of the right knee. I'm finding a twisted prayer lunge. So you can either stay like this, or if you feel a bit too compressed here, you can bring your forearm down onto your knee and lift your right arm instead. So creating a bit more space if you feel like this is compressing a bit too much. In either variation, you can tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. So you choose. Take a couple of breaths. Slowing things down. Push the back heel away if you've got that knee lifted. Breathe through the muscles switching on. And then drop the left knee back down if it was up and come upright. So we're still in prayer position. I'm going to open up the arms. Tuck the back toes, the back heel. Drop the right arm down, lift the left arm up into reverse. A kind of reverse lunge. And then we're going to windmill the arms all the way back to frame the front foot and step that leg back into a plank so we can give it a stretch out. So you can either be in full plank or the knees can come down, whichever variation. Spreading the shoulders, dropping the hips, but drawing the belly towards the spine. And we're making that little outward rotation of the hands so that when we bend through the elbows, we will be hugging them in. Whichever variation, we're going to lower ourselves down to the mat. Bring your knees down first if you like. Untuck the toes, inhale into. Let's slide the forearms forwards and just come into a little sphinx. A little bit more restful than holding a cobra. So see if we can just take a couple of breaths here just to spread our awareness through our body. Check how it's feeling. and pause. If Sphinx isn't comfortable, you can widen the elbows and bring the rib cage down. You can have a long neck, or you can be looking ahead of you. Maybe just relax the eyes for a moment. Breathe in for 4 and out for 4. In for 4 and out for 4. Okay, we're going to tuck the toes, going to bring the hands a bit further back under the shoulders and push ourselves all the way back up into our downward dog. And then take another moment here just to give the body a stretch out. Take a couple of big full breaths, drawing the hips backwards. Pedal the feet if you like. And then just stabilize through the right foot. We're going to inhale, lift the left leg this time. Exhale, draw the left knee towards your chest, round the back, bring your weight over your hands, maybe look towards your hands, coming up on the right tiptoes. So we're really trying to create as much space as we can before we step through. Help it through if you need, drop the back knee, coming back into low lunge. So even if you need to bring that foot out the side, however you get there, take your time. Have a little rock maybe, again, holding onto a block if you've got one. And just getting a little stretch to the legs, taking a moment to get into low lunge. This is not a vinyasa, sweep through everything type class. We're just really trying to give ourselves a bit of time today to check in and do things properly. Okay, coming up to sort of an upright low lunge, roll the shoulders, going to make sure we're nice and steady through the legs. You can tuck the toes or untuck them, it's up to you. Reaching the arms all the way up. Interlace the fingers, option to push the palms upwards and draw the shoulders, this back a little bit, and take a little sink down into the hips if that feels okay, especially on that back knee. You can always cushion it if you need. Inhale and exhale, relax the shoulders but push the arms away to get this nice stretch. Inhale and exhale. Come back up, release the hands, bring them to prayer. Roll the shoulders, draw that foot in again, so we've got a nice right angle. And then we're going to take a little twist to the left, and we can either lower down and bring the right elbow on the outer edge of the left knee to find our twisted lunge, prayer lunge, or we can bring the forearm down and open up. Try both maybe and see which one works for you. Roll the shoulder back, option in either variation to tuck the back toes and lift the back knee, trying to check that it doesn't sort of make you collapse or lose your balance. If you do, just drop the knee. Oops. Inhale and exhale. Gaze wherever helps you balance and feel stable. Okay, next little twist. And then exhale, come back to center with the prayer. We're actually going to turn to the side and open out the arms and reach up with the right hand, dropping the left arm. So you can either be up for this or you can drop the back knee for a bit of stability. Inhale to reverse your lunge. Exhale, wimble the arms and frame your front foot. Step back to a plank. And you can either come down to your knees or shuffle forwards and lower down through a chaturanga into cobra or even up dog. And then coming up, tugging the toes and back into downward dog. Relax the head. Draw the hips back a little bit further. If you need to adjust your stance, you can. And then we're going to walk our feet towards our hands. Uttanasana, forward fold. Have a little exhale and relax here. A little sway, a little ragdoll, holding onto the arms, the elbows, bend the knees. Really trying to allow gravity to help you lengthen and relax through the upper body and feel a lovely stretch through the backs of the legs. Remember, the legs do not have to be straight. I'm trying to bring the belly towards the thighs, so a little micro bend at least. Okay, relax the arms, bend the knees and slowly roll up to mountain. Roll the shoulders. And just take a moment in mountain pose just to settle, get your bearings, notice how you feel. I always get a little head rush, a little fizz of energy through my whole body, and it's nice just to notice it. Let everything catch up. I'm just going to have a little rock through my feet, bed down, maybe coming up onto my toes, finding a little balance, and back on the heels. Inhale up, exhale back onto the heels, lift the toes, come up onto the toes, just play around with how you're feeling in mountain pose, just checking in with your balance, seeing if you can hold it. Arms can be doing whatever you like here. And exhale down. Lovely. Making sure we're at the top of our mat. Going to just open up this hip and take a nice big step back to warrior two. So the left leg back to warrior two. Doesn't matter if you're on the other side. And just take a little moment, just check in with your legs. And you've got a nice little bend. Your pelvis is facing the side. Reach the arms up. I like to sort of roll them backwards. Just to remind myself that the arms are nice and parallel, and we're squeezing the shoulders, and we're creating as much sort of open space in the body. Bend in the front knee, maybe lift the toes up and plant them down again, stable through the base. Gazing at the front, hands. Inhale and exhale. But your gaze can be anywhere that makes you feel okay. Flip the front palm, inhale, let's come into reverse, peaceful warrior. Inhale, press through your feet and lift through the fingertips. Exhale, back to warrior two. Going to straighten the front knee so the hips come back. Reach in, reach forwards with our right fingertips, try and keep the arms parallel, and then take a little tip. So bring the right hand down, the left arm comes up in a T shape, and that right hand could be wherever you like, trying to keep the left shoulder back, the left hip back into Trikonasana triangle pose. So if you find yourself going lower down and this shoulder comes down and you're kind of compressing, then just lift up again so we can have our fingertips pointing to the ceiling and the shoulder back. Take a couple of breaths in for 4, out for 4, if that feels good. And then inhale, going to lift back up and bend the front knee back into warrior two. Windmill the arms, and we're going to bring them to the left side of the right foot and shuffle that right foot over to the right side of the mat and come into a lizard pose. So you can drop the back knee here, or you can keep it lifted. And have a little rock here just to see if we can ease in, so we can hold it for a couple of breaths, let's say 3 breaths. So once you've found your position, and you can be on a block or 2 blocks, you can draw that left knee in a little bit, or you can take it back a little bit further, or you can lower down. Couple more breaths. Bring the chest forwards. And then we're going to lift the back knee, draw that left foot in and bring it to the left side of the mat, finding a little squat. And then we're going to reach the arms forwards, coming into a chair. And then we're going to straighten the legs and bring the hands down into a fold, Uttanasana. Bend the knees, come back into chair. Dropping the weight through our hips and our bottom. Then inhale, rise back up into mountain pose. Release the hands and have a little sway out. Just take a moment, maybe lifting up the knees and just releasing anything you want here. Adding whatever moves make you feel good. Trying to invite creative, intuitive movement into your body, no matter what it looks like. Just let it do what it wants. Normally it's right. Okay, we'll go again with that little warrior sequence on the other side. So I'm going to face this way this time. Take a moment to ground, to stabilize. And then we're going to send the right foot back. So just nice and steady with lots of control, lift it up. I'm going to push my right foot away from me, and step back. Kind of windmill the arms, all sorts of different ways to get into it. And check in with your feet. Bend in the front knee, strong back leg, roll the shoulders back. Pelvis facing the side. Gaze wherever feels good, maybe down the front fingers. Breathe. Trying to keep nice and stable, calm, shoulders away from the ears, but lots of activity as well. Slowing things down. Letting your body adjust to the pose and settle in. One more breath. Reach forwards, flip the front palm, lift it up and drop the right hand, relax it down. Reverse warrior. Press through your feet and lift through the fingertips, get a lovely stretch up the side body. Windmill the arms back to warrior two. Reach forward, straighten the front leg, and we're going to bring the left hand down, the right hand comes up. Checking in with our Trikonasana is nice and flat, nice open chest, rather than crunch down. It's not about getting lower down, it's about feeling the length and the openness in the body, stability through the feet. And use the breath to calm the upper body. If anything's just niggling, just ease out a little bit, come a bit further up. Draw the belly in, soften. And then bring the arms up, take a bend in the front knee, back to warrior two. We're going to windmill the arms down to the right side of the left foot, pivot on that back foot so it's not still in warrior two mode. And you can drop the back knee or you can keep it up. You choose as we just have a little rock into lizard. Shuffle that left foot to the left side of the mat. Take a few breaths to ease ourselves down. You can have something under your back knee. You can come down to your forearms if that doesn't feel good. On a block. Choose if that back knee is up or down. Settle and breathe. Shoulders away from the ears. Deep hip stretch. Okay, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee and step it back in to a squat. So this time we're going to lower the hips. You can hold on to a block or anything else you want to as you just find your malasana squat, yogi squat. So it's quite fine for you to be up here. You can add a bit of movement if you want to just come up and down a couple of times before easing in and settling in. 3 breaths. Hands can be on the floor or they can be here. I'm getting a little bit of a squeeze between my knees and my sort of triceps, but you can do that at any height. If your heels are up, you can always pop something underneath them. One more breath. Lift the chest and draw the shoulders back. And then we're going to bring the hands behind us and just lower ourselves down to the mat. Give the legs a nice little extend here. Hands behind, roll the shoulders back. Open the chest, point the toes. Option if you wanted is just lift the hips here to a little, almost like reverse plank, and then lower down. Going to bring the feet wide. So either way round, just bring the feet wide and hands behind you, just going to windscreen wiper the knees to either side. Taking a little lean back so you can really feel through the stretch of the hips and all the muscles in the legs. So you get a little quad stretch, glute stretch. Lovely. And the next time they're on the right side, just leave them there as we bring our hands just framing the front bent leg. This is my right leg. And then just walk our hands forwards and see if we can take a little fold over the knee. And just see where you come to. You can always rest on a block here or a bolster, cushion. Oh, beginning to lower down a bit further, maybe creating a pillow with your hands. Easing into the deep stretch, letting the body settle. If you're higher up, whichever height you're at, you can always just relax the neck and get a little stretch through the neck. Next inhale, we're going to slowly walk the hands back upright. Come upright, bring the hands behind you, roll over to the other side so knees can come down to the left. We'll find this little deer pose. And then walk the hands either side of your knee and just take a little fold. Coming off my mat, here we go. Fold over the right knee and adjusting the legs as much as you need here. Keeping a little sort of 90-90 through the knees and feet, if that feels good. And lowering yourself down. Breathing into these deeper stretches, trying to just release the muscles, the tendons, the fascia. Just sending those nice calming signals around the body that it's okay just to let go. Nothing's going to snap here. That's why sometimes the muscles hold on, because everything's in a state of stress or alert. Here we'll be easing ourselves to just allow them just to deepen, to soften, and let go of that tightness, which is ultimately what leads to a lot of pain in the body and restriction. And slowly lift back up. So yeah, really feeling these stretches today. Awesome. Bring the feet together now into like a little butterfly pose. And just flap the knees a little bit up and down here just to get the blood pumping back into these legs. Again, holding on to the ankles, so that feels good for a nice upright position. And then coming down a little bit further and getting a little fold. Lovely. Coming back upright, we're going to lower ourselves down to the mat now. So sliding the hands backwards, or you can reach forwards and engage the core and see if you can just slowly, with control, use your core to lower you down. Maybe the feet come up, maybe they don't. And then reach the arms back behind you, extend the legs and have a full body stretch here, pointing the toes, squeezing the glutes. Push the heels away. Point the toes again, and then this time we're going to take the left hand to the top left corner of the mat and bring the feet. So just going to cross the right foot over the left and bring it to the left bottom corner of the mat. So again, this little banana stretch all the way down the right side body. Such a lovely stretch, especially when it's been all working hard today. Come back to center, bring the feet back to center, cross the left foot over the right this time and bring them to the bottom right corner and bring the arms above you to the top right, just to create a banana stretch. As long as you kind of look like a little bit of a banana, then that's great. Do you feel like a banana as well? I sometimes do. Big inhale into this side body. Oops, sorry, Harry. Oh, no, I thought that was Harry. There you go. He is passed out. Okay, come back to center. Let's hug the knees in. Give the back a little massage. Roll around the back as much as you can. I like to hold onto my knees. Draw some circles. Maybe sliding the hands to our ankles and just coming into a little bit of like a happy baby variation, or to the outside of our feet, or getting a little toe lock, whatever feels good. Having a little rock and a nice little stretch. You can extend one leg or the other. Just taking these final moments with our body just to give it some thanks, some appreciation, and whatever other little stretches it might need today. Anything you like. Okay. And then going to extend the legs. Bring the arms alongside and just take a few moments to slow everything down in Shavasana. Letting go of any more tension that might be still gripping in the body, in the arms, the hands, or the face. And then gently wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bring your awareness back to your body and the breath. Take a deeper inhale and a longer exhale. Inhale. Hug the knees in and have a little rock. We're going to rock all the way onto one side, doesn't matter which side. And just pause there for a moment, just getting comfortable, just for a few breaths. Feeling safe, supported. Giving your body this time to adjust. Your mind time to adjust. And slowly with your right hand, maybe extend the right leg. Press your way all the way up to an upright position. Keeping the eyes closed if that feels good, and just taking a moment just to cushion, support yourself, and whatever you need to be comfortable. For the last few moments, few minutes, have a short meditation. So roll the shoulders back and down. And just return to your normal breath, not counting anything, not forcing anything. Hands wherever feels relaxed. And just bringing your awareness back to the room, back to the mat you're sitting on. And take a big inhale, inviting in peace into the body. And exhale, letting go of tension. Inhale, peace. Let go of tension. Or if you have something else you would like to invite in and let go of, then change the word, change the quality, and repeat this mantra a few times. So inhale, it might be inviting in lightness, joy, compassion, balance, gratitude. And exhale to let go of expectations, to let go of any stress or anger, resentment you might still have. Repeat this mantra as you breathe with the qualities that resonate most with you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And the next big inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Bring the hands together, draw them down to our heart center. Take a little bow of the head, nice stretch of the neck. And just try and take these qualities or this little mantra into your week. And take a moment to set a little intention for the rest of your week, for the rest of autumn maybe, for what you want this next phase of the year to be, what you want and how it can best serve you. And a small reminder to slow down and match your energy with the change in seasons. Rest more, find some nourishing, warming foods to eat. Dig out your coziest socks, jumpers and blankets and embrace this new season. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.